Well, good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, September the 2nd, and it's my pleasure to bring the most recent update for the City of Belleville. I hope that you have had a great summer. The temperatures dropped in the last couple of days. Humidity's gone down. I know a lot of people are feeling more comfortable, and I think we've had a pretty darn good summer, and we're looking forward to a wonderful fall. Today finds me at the James Moore Dog Park down at East Zwick's Park. So when you come down the Bay Bridge Road, you can go right to go to Zwick's Park, or go left to come here to the dog park. And the dog park is a wonderful place, and I'm going to get more to that, including a temporary closure, as well as progress on the second dog park in the City of Belleville that we'll be naming after former Councillor Patricia Culhane. But I always start off my updates with information regarding where we are on the Step 3 of the roadmap to reopen. The province has paused moving from Step 3 to no restrictions, and locally we have 37 active cases, which since the very beginning of COVID back in March of 2020, that brings us now to 1,278 total cases. Unfortunately, 12 fatalities, but as of the most recent update, there are no people in hospital, no people on ventilators, and no people in intensive care, so that's good. We pushed through 171,000 total tests administered so far for COVID-19. And the good news is that we have pushed through 83% of the population that's got their first dose. So there's 123,000 people who have received one dose of the vaccine. And now we are 110,575 people who are what we call fully vaxxed, meaning they've received both doses of the vaccine, and that's 74% for our region. So excellent work. There was a big announcement yesterday by the province of Ontario regarding the significant increase in hospitalizations of unvaccinated people. And so, those of us that have taken the steps before to be vaccinated, we're seeing a significant decrease in the negative impacts on us. But people who are not vaccinated or are partially vaccinated are really driving a lot of the hospital admissions. And so the province announced yesterday that as of September 22nd, you will need to be fully vaccinated to be able to participate in certain activities in Ontario. And if you are a follower of my videos, you'll know I've been speaking about this for the last little while, saying we could see the writing on the wall what was happening. Yesterday that announcement was made, and so people have time to get their first vaccine, and then they have to be fully vaccinated, and that will restrict them from a whole range of activities. You can see here on the screen everything from restaurants and bars and gyms and fitness clubs and sporting events and concerts and music festivals. And there are also some exemptions where people can go without this vaccine passport. They can get medical care or food from grocery stores or medical supplies and other essential services. There will still be requirements of wearing masks when we're in close proximity and indoors, but this is a step that certainly most municipalities have been calling on. And on September the 13th, I expect Belleville City Council to set our policies regarding for City Council, for our city staff, as well as residents and members of the public who are using our facilities. And so stay tuned for that. But this proof of immunization that you'll need, what we call that passport, when you get your second dose, they give you they email you a sheet, a one-pager that says what you had when you had it. And if you didn't get that, or you're having any difficulty, you can call the provincial vaccine booking line at toll-free at 1-833-943-3900. And they can help you get information about what you'll need. Yesterday, September the 1st, two provinces instituted their own activities, which was the province of Quebec and the province of British Columbia, and there are more provinces, including Ontario, coming. So this is the reality of the circumstances we're in today, and I just encourage everyone to go and get vaccinated. Last reminder, or another reminder, you can get vaccinated today. Drugstores are offering the vaccine, family medical facilities are, your doctor's offices are, and there are walk-in clinics, both at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center and at Loyalist College, where you can go. And they're actually even coming to a community near you with these pop-up clinics. So there really is no reason not to get your vaccination. And now with the added restrictions on people who are unvaccinated, I do expect there to be a significant increase in people getting their first and their second doses. So, you know, I appreciate everyone's cooperation. It's been a busy week since the last time I gave an update. Certainly last Friday, Council and I were pleased to welcome former members of Belleville City Council, former mayors, and family and friends of Jackie Deniers. We named the Thurlow Ward roundabout, the roundabout at Farnham Road and Maitland Drive, after Jackie Deniers. She had served as a city councillor for 15 years, and it's a wonderful tribute to her. She saw that roundabout, the first roundabout in Belleville, she saw that come to plan, and then it went to council for a decision and support and budget, and it actually started construction. So it was wonderful to have her there. Congratulations, Jackie. She served from 2003 to 2018, 4 consecutive terms on council, and it's a wonderful achievement, and we were so proud to be able to join her and her family and her friends and past colleagues in recognizing that. This week, I had the real honor of representing the city of Belleville, both current but also past residents in Belleville and future, at the 90th anniversary of Canadian Forces Base 8 Wing Trenton. And what a amazing ceremony that Colonel Deming, the wing commander, organized. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we had very small numbers, but you know, my very good friends, Brian Ostrander, the mayor of Brighton, Jim Harrison, the mayor of Quinte West, Steve Ferguson, the mayor of Prince Edward County, and Warden Rick Phillips from Hastings County. We were all there to share with the leadership of the base how important CFB Trenton has become to our communities. You know, 90 years ago, the first hangars were completed, and I did pay tribute to a former Senator Billy Fraser, but he was also the mayor of Trenton in 1929 when he caught wind of the fact that the federal government was looking at establishing a flying base or an air camp, and he you know, used all of his skills and his abilities to get that facility here. And over the years, there has literally been billions of dollars invested in our community in infrastructure upgrades, and there have been hundreds of thousands of Canadian Forces personnel that have come through that base. And we are so proud of the women and men who wear our uniform, and we're so proud to be a community that supports CFB Trenton. And it's unfortunate we couldn't get together in person, but you know, we did. I think we had a very dignified ceremony to recognize that anniversary. And in 10 years, when they turn 100, there's going to be the biggest party you can imagine. So that was great this week, and looking forward to next week's Wing Commander Golf Tournament to help raise funds for all of the activities that they do there. At Riverside Park, we are looking at adding to our outdoor activities and amenities an outdoor disc golf course, and that is kind of like golf but use frisbees. And this is at the Riverside Park site. There are going to be markers put up there as they kind of think about what a layout of the course would look like. And we're encouraging people to leave them. Those markers are for where the tees and the holes would go on it. And the signs, as you can see here, are very polite. They ask people to leave them alone. But if we can just keep that in mind, I would appreciate it. And earlier this morning, I had the privilege of hosting a media event for Belleville Media regarding the almost completed City Council chambers. We wanted to provide an update. We are back and we're now functional. There's just a couple of small items that have to be finished. We're waiting for one more accessible door and I think another piece of video equipment. And then we're also probably going to implement our electronic voting in the new year because of some delays because of COVID. But we were really pleased to be joined by Bill White, the architect of the 1989 renovation of Belleville City Hall, which was award-winning, but also Mark Coyle from our Information Technology Department, and Brett Forrestall, the chief building official, who oversaw that renovation project. We were all there this morning to meet with the media to give them some background, and we're really excited about the updated council chambers, and we're excited about how not only will they allow us to have more ability to communicate the business of City Council, so people are streaming it now in high numbers, but also we have the ability to get information and to have multimedia, to have people make delegation meetings without being present, a whole range of items that allow us for future growth. And I just want to, I'm so proud of all the work that so many people for the city did. It really was terrific. And so just before I finish up today, again, as I said, I'm at the East Zwick's Dog Park. that was named after James Moore. And James Moore and volunteers have run this facility for many, many years. And we are going to be closing the dog park starting September the 13th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because we need to do upgrades to the fencing and to the entry area. And outside those those hours, you can come. So before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m., you could come and still use it a little bit, but it's going to be an active construction site. And this is an important upgrade for the city. I do want to just pay tribute to the volunteers that have run this dog park for many, many years. And unfortunately, with last year with COVID, they just couldn't keep up. So the city has assumed the maintenance and operation of this dog park. We're going to be adding a second dog park in Thurlow Ward, and I think in October we will make the announcement and have that ceremony, and we've chosen to name it after former councillor Patricia Culhane, who died on November 9th in 2020. You know, the city will be maintaining this. It's going to be a wonderful amenity. Those of you who have pets and dogs know that these are so important, and we love to have our animals have some exercise. We're excited about adding a second dog park in Belleville, so people in the north part don't have to drive all the way down here. But this is a wonderful facility, and you know, we really appreciate all the volunteers and all the work they've done over the years, and we're looking forward to working them continuing. So. If you have your dog, get them in before 7 or after 7 p.m. and or find something else to do to walk them and have that exercise. And as soon as we can be finished this renovation, we will. So that's my update for this week. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for working so hard. You know, we've been going through COVID and we're not finished yet with our masks or washing our hands or watching our distance. But, you know, we do have, as those of us who are fully vaccinated, there are more things that we can do and more things in the future. So I'll be back in touch with you next week following the Labor Day weekend. I hope you and your families have a wonderful Labor Day. On behalf of everybody on City Council, take care, and I'll be back next week for another update from the City of Belleville.